We have a couple minutes. All right, we have less than 1 minute.
Always.
That's
Always
okay.
fast. 60, 50 up. What page did it start?
Cantor, where's the rabbi?
The rabbi is out of town this week. He's officiating a wedding on Sunday out of town.
Nice. Where is it? Las Vegas?
No, Mexico.
I'm just gonna get water if there is any.
Yeah, I don't know what city in Mexico.
Well, that's what's so.
I wish I would have known. I have a huge family in Mexico.
All right.
They couldn't get into the United States. They wound up in Mexico.
Yeah, actually, I'm gonna.
Jeff and, a couple that was moving out of town for the races. Jeff and.
Yeah.
How about you? That sounds about right.
All right, Shabbat Shalom, everybody, and welcome to everybody watching online. I am flying solo tonight. Rabbi Weintraub is out of town this weekend. He's officiating a wedding on Sunday out of town. We are in the Red Sidur Lev Shalem, and we're going to start on page 10 with Yudit Nefesh. Yedi Nefesh HaRachaman, Yedi Nefesh HaRachaman, V'shokavtach Eretz Onach, V'shokavtach Yadadadadadai, Eretz Onach, Yarut Avdach, Kembayach, Ishtachavei Yadai, Yadadadadadai, Mul Hadarach, Ki Eralo, Yedirutach, Minovet Suv Yadai, Yadadadadadai, Vechotam. We now turn to page 11, and we continue with Lechuneranana. Lechuneranena, 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 Adonai. Lechuneranena, 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 Adonai. Naria, Naria, Litsuri Shenu, Niftan Rafana Betona. Naria, Naria, Litsuri Shenu, Bizmirot Naria Lo. Lechoneranena, 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 Adonai. Lechoneranena, 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 Adonai. Naria, Naria, Litsuri Shenu, Nikan Rafana Betona. Naria, Naria, Litsuri Shenu, Bizmirot Naria Lo. Lechoneranena, 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 Adonai. Lechoneranena, 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 Adonai. Armaim Shana Akud Bedor Vaomar Amtoel Evahem Vehem Lo Yadon Rachai Asher Nishpati Ve'api Im Yimavon El Menuchati. Page 13. Shiru l'Adonai shir chadash, shiru l'Adonai kol haaretz, shiru l'Adonai baruchu shemo, baseru miyom leyom yeshuato, saperu lagoyim kevodo, bechol ha'amim nifreotam, ki gadol Adonai, u'kulam me'od, norahu, al kol Elohim, ay, 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 ki kol Elohei ha'amim elim, ba'adonai shamayim masa, kol be'halal lefanav, ozre tiferet be'mikdasho, habul Adonai mizbech tamim, habul Adonai kavod ba'oz, habul Adonai kirot shemoth, se'o mincha, u'mol katzrotav, ay, 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 shtachavu l'Adonai behar HaKodesh, hilu mipanav kol haaretz, imru v'goyim Adonai malach, atikon tevel v'atimot, yadin amim be'mesharim, yislechu hashamayim v'tageh haaretz, yiram hayam, Omlo Yarosanai Bechol Asher Bo, ay, 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 Azironenu kol hatziyar lifnei Adonai kiva, kiva lishpot haaretz, lishpot tevel metzeret, me'amim me'emunato, yai lai 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 lai, yai lai 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 lai, yai lai 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 lai, yai lai 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 lai, yai lai lai lai. On pages 15 and 16, let's read responsively in the English. Adonai reigns, let the earth be glad, the many distant lands rejoice.
Clouds of thick darkness surround your dwelling. Righteousness and justice secure God's throne. Fire goes before God, consuming besiegers running about.
Flashes of lightning illumine the land. The earth watches and trembles. Mountains melt like wax at the approach of Adonai, at the approach of the Master of all the earth.
The heavens tell God's righteousness, and all the nations see God's glory.
Worshippers of idols be shamed for praising false gods. All that is deemed supreme bow before God.
Zion hears and it rejoices, the cities of Judah exult, for you Adonai has judgment.
You, Adonai, are above all that is earthly, exalted over all that is worshipped as divine.
Those who dwell Adonai hate evil. God protects the lives of the faithful, saving them from enemies and sins.
Light is sown for the righteous and joy for the upright. Rejoice in Adonai, you righteous people, and thank God as you pronounce the divine holy name. We continue in song on page 17. Mizmor shiru Adonai shir chadash, ki Zameru l'Adonai v'chinor, v'chinor v'kol zimra. B'chlak sotzra v'kol shofar, hariyu lifnei hamelech Adonai, yirav hayamum lo. Tevel v'yoshev eva, neharot yimcham yachad harim yeranenu lifnei Adonai kiva lishpot haaretz yishpot tevel v'tzedek ve'amim b'meishanim yalai la 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 yalai la 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 yalai la 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 yalai la 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 yalai la 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 yalai la 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 yalai la 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 yalai la la la. On page 19 in the bottom right corner, let's read together in English the prayer in the bottom left corner. Blessed is your coming, Shabbat. Blessed is your coming. Bring with you rest and peace following the tumultuous week filled with so many demands. Bring the space in which, with others and alone, we can shape an infinity of dreams. Bring the hour of forgiveness in which to hear the pounding heart of another human being. Blessed is your coming, Shabbat. Blessed is your Creator. Blessed is your light. We turn now to page 21, and if you are able to rise, please rise for Mizmor LeDavid. Mizmor LeDavid, Hallel Adonai b'nedim, Hallel Adonai, Kavod ba'oz, Hallel Adonai, Kevod shemo yishkach Adonai, Barak Kodesh, Kol Adonai Ahamayim, El HaKavod Hirim, Adonai, Ahamayim Krabim, Kol Adonai, Ba'koach, Kol Adonai Beharar, Kol Adonai Shomer Arazim, Vaishamer Adonai et Azei Hamanon, Vayarkinem kemo egel Levanon, V'Sion kemo mereimim, Kol Adonai Chosem lamoresh, Kol We now come to Legato D, the pinnacle of the Kabbalat Shabbat service. We're going to do the 3 stanzas on page 23, and then the last 3 stanzas on page 25. But first, a little water. Okay, here we go. Lecha lecha no di nika nika kala pane pane shabbat nika mela. Lecha lecha no di nika nika kala pane pane shabbat nika mela. La 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 la. Lecha no di nika nika kala pane pane shabbat nika mela. Lecha lecha no di nika nika kala pane pane shabbat nika mela. Shalom zachom li borechad. Hishmiyanu echad miyuchad. Adonai echad u'shemo echad. L'shem u'tiferet v'miti la 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 la. Lecha odi nikra nikra kala. V'nei v'nei shabbat nika mela. Lecha lecha odi nikra nikra kala. V'nei v'nei shabbat nika mela. Likrat shabbat lekum v'necha. Ki mekor ha'meracha. Merosh tikkenem nisucha. Sochla seret machshavat tefila la 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 la. Lecha odi nikra nikra kala. V'nei v'nei shabbat nika mela. Lecha lecha odi nikra nikra kala. V'nei v'nei shabbat nika mela. Mikdash melech ir melucha. Kumi tza'iri toch ha'afrecha. Rav lach shevet be'emnecha baha. Vehu yachol alayich la 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 la. Lecha odi nikra nikra kala. V'nei v'nei shabbat nika mela. Lecha lecha odi nikra nikra kala. V'nei v'nei shabbat nika mela. Mehayul jisa shosayit. V'racha kul kol me'malayit. Yasis alayich elohayich. Kivsos matan kala la 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 la. Lecha odi nikra nikra kala. V'nei v'nei shabbat nika mela. Lecha lecha odi nikra nikra kala. V'nei v'nei shabbat nika mela. Yaminu smol tifrotzi. Ve'et Adonai ta'iti. Ayarish ben parzi. V'nishmecha menagi la 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 la. Lecha odi nikra nikra kala. V'nei v'nei shabbat nika mela. Lecha lecha odi nikra nikra kala. V'nei v'nei shabbat nika mela. Bo'ir shalom aterbana. Gad mesimcha u'metola. Tov emune al segula. Bo'ir chala la 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 la. Lecha odi nikra nikra kala. V'nei v'nei shabbat nika mela. Lecha lecha odi nikra nikra kala. V'nei v'nei shabbat nika mela. You may be seated. On pages 27 and 28, let's read the Psalm for Shabbat responsively in English. It is good to thank you, Adonai, and to sing your name most high, to proclaim your love at daybreak, your faithfulness each night.
Finger loop.
Let the sound of the water rise up.
You gladdened me with your deeds, Adonai, and I shall sing of your handiwork.
I will know the Lord's works Adonai, also of his design.
The arrogant do not understand, and the fool does not comprehend this. The wicked flourish like grass, and every evildoer blossoms, only to be destroyed forever.
But you are the Lord yourself for all time.
Surely your enemies, Adonai, surely your enemies will perish. All who commit evil will be scattered.
As a wild bull raises up its horns, you raise my hand high, and when you
As my enemies gather against me, my gaze remains steady, for my ears listen and hear.
the righteous flourish like a date palm, thrive like a fruit of lemon, like planted in the house of Adonai, they flourish in God's courtyard.
In old age they remain fruitful, still fresh and bountiful, proclaiming, Adonai is upright, my rock in whom there is no flaw. Tzadikata Ke'erez Bamanon Iskech Shetulim Bet Adonai Bet Azot Eloheinu Yafrihu Odinuvon Beseva Deshenim Merananim Iyu Lehagid Yashar Adonai Tzuri Melo Avlatavo. On page 29, Psalm 93, the final psalm of Kabbalat Shabbat. Adonai Malkeinu Tlamesh, Lamesh Adonai Ozmitazar, Atikotem Batimot, Nakon Kisata Meas, Meolamata, Nasu Neharot Adonai, Naseu Neharot Olam, Yisu Neharot Dokyam, Mikolot Mayim Rabim, Adirim Mishmereyam, Adir Bacharom Adonai, Elotet Adenu Me'od. Levei Hanav HaKodesh, Adonai Leoret Yamim. We are just a couple people short of a minyan, so we will go now to the evening service in the middle of page 39a, and let's read together in English the first bracha before the Shema. Baruch atah Adonai, our God, sovereign of time and space, whose word brings the evening dusk, whose wisdom opens the gates of dawn, whose understanding changes the day's division, whose will sets the succession of seasons and arranges the stars in their places in the sky, who creates day and night, who rolls light before darkness and darkness from light, who makes day pass into night, who distinguishes day from night. Adonai Tzvaot is your name, living and ever-present God. May your rule be with us forever and ever. Baruch atah Adonai, who brings each evening's dusk. And we turn to page 40 for Ahavat Olam. Ahavat Olam Beit Yisrael, Anta Ahavta, Torah Mitzvot, Chukim Mishpatim, Otanu Limadeta. Al Kein Adonai Eloheinu, B'Zalmeinu Uvkumeh. להנציח מחוקיך, ונשמח בדברי תורתך, ובמצוותיך לעולם ועד. כי הם חיינו ואורך ימינו, ואורך ימינו, ובהם נגן יומם בלילה, יומם בלילה. ואהבתך תסיר ממנו לעולמים. ברוך אתה אדוני, אוהב עמו ישראל. אל מלך נאמן. שמע ישראל, אדוני אלוהינו, אדוני אחד. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל זמיותיך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבבך, ושיננתם למענך, ודיברת בם, בשבתך בביתך, ובלכתך בדרך, ובשכבך ובקומך, ושרתם לאותה ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך. Let us continue on page 43b. I'd like to do the responsive reading. I just looked at it and I'd like to explore it. So this is page 43b in the English. You proclaimed the covenant on the seventh day.
You declared it and decreed it, we listened and heard it.
You loved this day we inherited, delighting in its remembrance.
You began its command with the word, remembrance without call.
From the time you bestowed it, joy filled the hearts of Yeshurun, the people you redeemed.
Securing the cause of righteousness.
You exalted Shabbat as a sign between us forever. In 6 days your world was formed, on the seventh day you rested.
And on this day your people was rested.
To honor your name, they sing songs of praise to the one deserving of praise. And we now continue on page 44 with Mi Chamocha. Mi Chamocha va'erim Adonai, Mi Chamocha ne'ar b'chodesh, Nora tehilot osef eleh, Malchutecha rabubanecha, Boker yam lifnei Moshe, Zeini anu ve'ameru, Adonai imloch chazak mimenu, Baruch atah Adonai, God Israel. On page 45, let's read together the poetic selection, Shelter Me in the Leaf. Shelter me in the leaf, shelter me in a stone. I envy them their sure peace. Shelter me, God, protect and conceal me. Enclose me in your fences. Pick me up from the dust that turns me gray. Embrace me with your eternity like a leaf in a stone nourished with dew. Make me a path of permanence, my heart is shadowed. Anoint me with your dazzle, which I feel in my breath. Wash away my trembling, wash away doubt. The nights are ephemeral, the days filled with pain. Send your help, God. We now turn to page 46, and I invite you to please rise if you're able for Vishamru. After Vishamru, we continue with the silent Amidah beginning on page 47. Vishamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat le'dorotam berit olam. Vishamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat le'dorotam berit olam. May you make b'nei Yisrael oti le'olam, oti le'olam. V'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat le'dorotam berit olam. Ki sheshet yomim asa Adonai et ha-shamayim ve'et ha'aretz. V'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat le'dorotam berit olam. Umayom hashvi shabbat v'yidafash, shabbat v'yidafash, shabbat v'yidafash. V'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat le'dorotam berit olam. Continue with the silent Amidah beginning on page 47. We now turn to page 53. We'll do Vayakulu Hashemayim, and then because we're a little short of a minyan, we'll skip straight to the Kiddush after Vayakulu Hashemayim. Vayakulu Hashemayim me'aretz me'kol tzemah vayechal Elohim bayom hashvi me'avto asher asa vayishmor bayom hashvi mikol melachto asher asa vayvarech Elohim et yom hashvi vayekadesh oto ki lo shabbat mikol melachto asher bara Elohim lasot. We now turn to Kiddush on page 55. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hanafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu mitzvotav v'ratzavanu, meshabat kodsho, me'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu, zikaron le'maseh bereshit, ki hu yom tehila mikra'e kodesh, zecher yitziat Mitzrayim, ki banu b'charta me'otanu kidashta mikohanim v'shabat kodshecha me'ahava u'meratzon inchaltanu. Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh hashabbat. We now continue with Aleinu on page 56. Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כטויי הרצון, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומונים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא, שהוא נוטה שמיים ויוסד הארץ, ומושבים קרוב השמיים ממעל, ושכינתו זו בגבי מרומים. הוא אלוהינו אינו, ארץ מלכנו, ארץ זולתו, כך כתוב בתורתו, ידעת היום להשבות אל לבביך, כי אדוני הוא האלוהים, בשמיים ממעל, ועל הארץ מתחת, אין עוד. כך כתוב בתורתך, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד, ונצח be seated. We recall the following whose yard sites occurred during the coming week. David Sirota, Elsie Ehrlich, Eric Lipson, Howard Shaw, Sam Gelb, Tilly Nierenberg, Betty Ziesman-Kvasnik, Cliff Geffen, Dorothy Moskov, Frank Kobrin, Hyman Shalansky, Israel Edward Friedman, Max Narodsky, Rose Mandel, Thomas Bowles, Tilly Locks, Ethel Sapir, Gustav Barshevsky, Kate Mirko, Louis Weissman, Marvin L. Jacobs, Phyllis Rodman, Stanley Nevitt, William Victor Wiener, Bennett Samuel Krupkin, Bernard Spiller, Frida Fleischer, Irene Maller, Rivi Chapman, Samuel Kronik, Tilly Stein, Wolf Abramovitz, Zelda Wilmuth, Abraham Pardo, Celia Breslaw, Gina Ginsberg, Esther K. Fireman, Esther Silverberg, Helen Brenner, Helene S. Wise, Hyman Rotchen, Ida Golden, John St. Janos, Leah Canner, Leah Waprinsky, Mark Selman, Martha Kruger, Milton Fichtenbaum, Ann Warner, Anna Miller Spitalnik, Barnett Saccharin, Edward Quarton, Esther Sandberg, Herman Gordon, Irving Barth, Erwin Harold Miller, Isidore Weiss, J. Leonard Asnier, Jack Levin, Molly Falk, Rose Asher, Samuel Stone, Sheila Reed, Adolph Rauch, Bessie Robinson, Hadassah Valley, Harry Hankin, Henrika Hallis, Lillian Schottner, Mandel Scherer, Martin Levin, Milton H. Steinloff, Raquel Masry, Samuel Levine. Since we are short of a minion, I invite you to turn to back to page 30. On the far left side of the page, there is a prayer in place of mourner's Kaddish when the minion is not present. Ribono shel olam, Elohei haruchot l'chol basar, Master of the world, God of the spirit of all flesh, it is revealed and known before you that it is our fervent desire to praise your name and to remember our beloved by reciting the mourner's Kaddish in the company of a minion. May our presence here today with our community find favor in your eyes and be accepted and received before you as if we had prayed the Kaddish. May your name, Adonai, be elevated and sanctified everywhere on earth, and may peace reign everywhere. Baruch Shem Kivod Malchuto Leolam Ba'ed. Blessed be the name of the one whose glorious sovereignty is forever and ever. Oseh Shalom Bimromav, Hu Yaseh Shalom Aleinu Ve'al Kol Yisrael, V'imru Amen. I'll just make a couple quick announcements. So, Purim is next week. That's the big news. On Sunday morning, there's a Purim carnival geared toward families with young children. And yeah, I know you're looking forward to that. Purim starts Thursday night next week at 7:30 p.m. We're going to gather in the sanctuary and do a full Megillah reading. Friday morning at 8 a.m. there's morning Purim minion again with a full Megillah reading. Next Friday, the service is going to start at 5:30 p.m., not 6:30 p.m., because at 5:30 p.m. there's going to be a Beatles-themed Purim spiel, and after the Beatles-themed Purim spiel, we are welcoming in Shabbat and the end of Purim with Beatles Shabbat. So, Purim spiel at 5:30 p.m., followed by Beatles Shabbat, followed by Yellow Submarine Sandwich Dinner for those who register in advance. And I believe registrations are open through Sunday or Monday or something like that. Those are the main announcements. And
I got a question.
yes.
Do you know who Hannah Shapiro is?
I do not.
She sang with the Beatles.
Really?
Yeah, she's Jewish. Sang with the Beatles.
Oh, very cool. Thank you for sharing that.
YouTube.
All right, we did. All right. So we conclude with Yigdal on page 62. Yigdal Elohim Chai V'Yishtabach Nitzam Yerei Eternatiyuto Echad Min Yachid K'Yichudo Nedam Negam Eitzof Le'Achduto Eino Derutanuf Ve'eino Guf Lo Darot Elav Kedushato Kadmol Nechol Davar Asher Nivra Rishon Ben Rishi Leveshito Hino Adon Olam Nechol Nozar Yoreh Gedulato Malchuto Shema Nevuato Netano Ela Jesegulato V'Tifarto Lo Kam Yisrael Kimosheon Nami Umami Tetemunato Torah Natan Ne'amoel Ayan Riyon Evan Beito Lo Yachad Yimchael V'lo Yamir Dato Le'olamim Lezulato Tzofem Yodea Setareinu Mabim L'Sof Davar B'Kadmato Gomer Le'ish Chesed K'mifalo Noten Rashara K'ishato Yishlach L'Ketz Yamin Meshichenu Liftoch L'Chakem Ketz Yeshuato Meitim Michael Merot Haso Baruch Le'ad Shem Tehilato Meitim Michael Merot Haso Baruch Le'ad Shem Tehilato. Shabbat Shalom.
Shalom.
Okay, but.
Dila צריכה ללכת לשירותים עכשיו.
So Hannah Shapiro was a pop singer.
She's 4 now.
Jewish.
Oh,
Where's she?
And
She in Connecticut.
Oh, yeah, you guys went to Connecticut. Yeah, I was talking to
together to do some songs. And
What's your name again? Stephanie. Stephanie.
oh,
Jen.
so they would hang out.
Leola.
oh, I didn't know that.
4 years old. Happy birthday.
If you like the Beatles, go on YouTube and just put in Hannah Shapiro Beatles. And you see the videos. John Lennon.
Okay. I'll look it up sometime.
It's a small loyalist.
And we're everywhere.
How's your week?
I saw her.
It's, you know, I'm glad it's Friday. But that's all right. I'm glad it's Friday. It's just busy, hectic, you know, but it's all right. How about you?
Same the same.
Yeah.
Oh, no, mine was
We're
on.
like, it's Friday again.
I know. I'm glad it's Friday.
Yeah.
It's Friday.
Yeah.
Save some of those people from last week to see.
Oh no, are you okay?
Yeah.
We're doing that.
Oh, did you go to the hospital?
No, I went to my doctor.
And we haven't had a meeting in, I don't know.
They didn't give you, did
Yeah.
you have the, did
We've
you
been
get
lucky the
the?
last
Yeah.
few weeks.
No.
All right, Shabbat
All right.
Shalom, see everyone.
Shabbat Shalom.
Somebody tomorrow.
Shabbat Shalom.
Put me in a bodysuit.
Yeah, I did get some, I actually ripped it like a muscle and I had,
Oh,
not recent.
muscle.
Yeah, but it hurt, I thought I broke it because it hurt that much.
Yeah, it really hurts. Because you're breathing.
And they put a big patch on it.
They just
Pain patches
did a
are
prescription,
great.
they did a prescription for it. It's
Yeah.
awful.
I got $500
say Shabbat Shalom.
So can't give Mallory a love.
Yeah, she's doing good. We had good report from the ultrasound today.
Oh, wow.
Good.
Yeah, she's at 33 weeks now, 33, 34 weeks.
Okay.
So we have 2 boys. One is 4 pounds 8 ounces, and one's 4 pounds 6 ounces.
Wait a minute,
Yeah, she's had
you're
twins.
expecting.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, twin boys. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
great.
Isn't that
Wait a
awesome?
second, so what's the weight?
Awesome for you.
Right now, she's got like 10 pounds of baby in her.
But are
Almost.
the weights close?
They are pretty close. Yeah.
Because
One's
that's-
4'3", one's 4'8".
Okay, because that's really important.
One's head up, one's
because
head down.
sometimes one gets bigger than the other.
This
So
this
that's
one
why I
is
said-
it's called die twins, where they both have their own little
Yeah.
and they both have their own. Yeah,
Oh my
some are all in
God,
one, but they both
that's
have separate, so it's like the best.
When did she do that?
Like mid-April.
Wow, so soon.
You are so blessed.
Yeah, for sure. I was praying for it, so it's awesome. It's a big blessing.
Not
Gotta
just
come to Shabbat, give some
one
thanks.
guy
Run to the Yeah,
play
now she's ready.
baseball with, you got
Yeah.
2 of them.
And yeah, boy. Yeah, and she's at the great age for this too. She's ready. So
Oh, she's so cute.
yeah, man. Thank you guys.
Yeah, so exciting. Nice to see you.
You're the
Good to see you
cutest.
guys.
You are the cutest. You're gonna have
You
some
wanna just
baby
run around?
brothers.
Eliana, they want to say something nice to you, boy. You're gonna run her away. Say Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Leave the road.
Bye guys.
Bye,
Oh.
bye, Stephanie.
What great news!
Yes.
Yep.
That's so cool.
Shabbat Shalom.